Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is chemistry. And in our today's video, I'm gonna focus on the structure of the atom and the periodic table. Now, we can start with the structure of the atom. In this part one, I'll be looking at the structure of the atom. Now, an atom is said to be, we have an atom. Now, atom is said to be the smallest particle of any element, of an element which can take part in a chemical reaction. That is an atom. Now, we talk of smallest particle of an element, and we ask ourselves, now, what is an element? An element. If we talk of element, we do say that an element is a pure substance which cannot be split into a simpler substance by any chemical means. Now, we do say that an atom is made up of three particles. Now, particles that makes up an atom, there are three that makes up the structure. Particle that makes up the structure. We are talking about the structure. Particle that makes up the structure. There are three, and number one is called a neutron. Number two is called an electron, and number three is called a proton. Now, for this one, as the name suggests, it is said to be neutral in nature. In other words, it is both positive and negative. That means it is a neutral one. And for the electrons, they are said to be negatively charged. And this one is opposite of the electrons, which is positively charged. For that reason, if you draw the structure of the atom, we will have this point here, and then we have the other parts. Now, the other parts here are called energy levels, and we can also call it an orbital. For those who studied chemistry, we can also call it an orbital. Now, in between here, we have something called the nucleus. And now the nucleus is made up of neutrons and protons. They are normally at the nucleus. And then we have out here we have electrons. Now, different elements have different number of electrons, and the number of electrons is always equal to the number of protons. It is always equal to the number of protons. Now in the nucleus, we have something called number of protons, and we do say that the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom is called an atomic number. And then if we take now the total of the neutrons and protons, this one we call it mass number. So if a question is posted on you and you are asked what is atomic number, it is the number of protons in the nucleus of an atom. And then if you are asked what is mass number, then we're gonna say it is the sum of neutrons and protons in the nucleus of an atom. Now any nucleus, we've said the nucleus, the distance between the nucleus and the outer energy level, in other words the distance between here and then the central point and this distance here, let's say distance r, that distance is called the atomic radius. So an element is said to be electrically neutral because the number of protons and electrons are always equal. Now nucleus said to be electrically neutral because we are not talking about the nucleus, we are talking about an atom. An atom is said to be electrically neutral because proton number is equal to electron number. Now there is a way we can represent this data. Let's say we talk of something like sodium. Sodium has protons as 11 and neutrons as 12. For that reason, if we talk of sodium, the mass number will be proton number 11 plus neutron number, which is 12, then we get 23, and that's why you find that Na is equal to 23, where Na, natrium, is the scientific name or the chemical symbol for sodium. Now we can represent sodium as Na. Then we have the superscript at the top, where the superscript here 23 represent the mass number, and then the subscript represent the atomic number. Now for that reason we can say that if you have X, A, B, A is equals to mass number, then B is equals to atomic number. In the next maybe in the next video, before you go to the periodic table, we shall be looking at all the elements that makes up the first 20 elements, and maybe some transition metals with their symbols and their chemical names. Thank you for following up, watching with me, learning with me. Make sure you subscribe and share. God bless you. Teacher Francis Omai YouTube channel.